first things second. Don't mind the parts on this table. I just took that 307 apart. And those are sitting there from the last video. But anyway, I got, this is that carrier bearing. That carrier bearing is like completely shot. So there's not even any rubber left. So that's why we're going to be replacing it. All I did was I took these clips on the U-joints out. You literally take your pair of pliers, crimp down on that end, and just pull it right out. Sometimes you got to use a screwdriver, get down underneath there and pry them out. But as for that, then what did I do with them? There we go. Get you a socket, because I got it chucked up here in the vise. Get you a socket that fits right over there. In my case, if you're working on these C10s, it's actually, let me see if I can find it here for you. Can't really, oh, there you go, 17. I don't know if you can see that. But a 17 fits really well on there. And then just get you a bigger socket that fits over the whole thing. And then you'll be able to push that into here with that socket, and then do the opposite on the other side once you get the cap off. Oh, there you go. It's coming. It's coming. All right, seriously, watch out in case that thing does fly off there and I can't stop. All right, so we got that bearing off. We had to cut part of it off. So that's why I had to call in the cavalry, because it wasn't working for me. So we got it off. We're going to go ahead and put the new bearing on. And I believe, where's that yoke at? Hand me the yoke. Somebody was hammering on it and decided to break the yoke. So that's why I called the cavalry in. But anyway, we got it off. I'll show you putting it back together then. So since this one broke, we had another drive shaft out of that black truck. And we ended up having to cut the carrier bearings off because they wouldn't come off otherwise. So now we're trying to get this yoke off before put it on the other drive shaft. So once we get it off, we'll show you, once we actually get this part off, we'll show you what's underneath of that. We got that rubber piece off, and all it is just a normal ball bearing underneath here. So we're gonna try and take that off, cut that off, and then so we can get actually underneath of this, because the reason that this broke because I put a puller in the jaws here for the U-joint, and I decided to break instead of move. So we're going to try and get this one off from the back so that we can go ahead and use this one. All right, so something cool we found right here on this keyway. It's actually tapered in, and that we believe that's from factory, because when you put the yoke on, that's a way to clock it. So it's got to go in that, if I can get it in the camera, that big slot right there that's closest down here. It's actually got to line up with that, and then the rest of these keyways will go in. So that's something neat GM did. But yeah, that's actually truly you know, tapered. So we'll have to remember that putting it back together. All right, so then we're looking on this one here. Which one's the tapered? That one? That one there, I believe. I don't know. So then the carrier bearing literally just slides right on, and then you put your yoke over top of that, and your U-joints back in, and should be good to go. But we'll get back with you once we put that on and clock that right. All right, so we got it on, we got it clocked right and everything. You can see right there where it goes in, and we just went ahead and put the bearing on, and then put the yoke on. What was that you said that you got to drive it on first without the bolt, Dad? You got to drive it on without the bolt. Yeah. You got to drive it on with a socket first. Yeah. Otherwise, it'll pull them threads out of there. So we went ahead and did that. We're gonna go ahead and throw that bolt back in it. Go ahead and put that in there. Actually, that looks like it goes the other way, because you can see the impressions on the. You can see the impressions on that.
Oh, it's a locker.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
And then that goes in there like that. Drive that home, put the U-joints back in it, and then you can put it back in the truck. All right, so it's in. Carrier bearings in. New U-joints right here. We got it up on we got everything back together down here on the differential. Don't mind the lack thereof a muffler, but we got everything back. Yeah. We got it back together and stuff. New carrier bearings in. It's just 9/16 bolts up top there. And I I believe the bolts back here on the caps are 7/16, and just slide it into the transmission up there, and you should be good to go. All right, so I lied to you guys. This isn't a 307. We ran the VIN plate right here, and if you can see, this T here stands for Ticonawanda, and then the 0423, that's the block number, and then this CNF, this is the telltale, the suffix code. CNF comes back to a 1982 Police Interceptor motor out of a Caprice. So we were told that this was a 307, but I'm guessing, since that comes back, the number on the back comes back to a 350, and that is a 350, which means it's a 4-bolt main 350. So hey, it's a good motor. But anyway, you know, like I said, we were told wrong. It's not a 350, or it's not a 307. It is a 350. So who knew? First drive in 30 years?
First drive in 30 years, yeah. Let me turn signal development down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start slowing down now.
Yeah,
Oh, it's slowing down.
oh, I got my foot on the brake.
Well, I know. I didn't know what to expect. You're good this way. Well, this ended bad. Jumping it off my truck now. The battery died. Fuel hose came out. We gotta zip tie that on. See if it'll start. Make sure it's in park. All right, so we made it back. The truck decided it wanted to die up the road a little bit here. It couldn't have been any closer, could it?
It's in the driveway, so we're good.
And it died right here too. So, but hey, it made it. That was the first drive in what, 30 years?
Yep.
30 something years. So anyway, that's the carrier bearing for you, and the drive around. We'll charge the battery, and I guess I got to go through that carburetor again. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, thank you, first responder, for me. God bless, and have a great day, guys.